is Cade, and this is me drawing a Bigfoot. Now, I use Ibis Paint X, and that is because it is, well, it's free. It's a pretty good free program, I think. I had a little bit of trouble here in the beginning trying to figure out the shape of Bigfoot, and that's just because I was not using any references, and references are incredibly important, especially whenever you're just not entirely sure of what you want to draw. I started drawing this Bigfoot because I was having a bit of art block, and it kind of helped me get out of it. Not completely, but you can see the terrible way that I draw toes. I don't know what feet look like. I had trouble with the arms too. I went a little bit too realistic at first, but I think I did pretty well at the end. I really like doing the little nubs for these cryptids, and this is not the first one that I've done. I also drew Mothman, and I also drew a jackalope, and I was going to record doing those using the Ibis Paint tool, the video converter inside the app, but the longest it would let me do is 5 minutes, and it did not really do very well, and there's this big Ibis Paint thing slapped right across it, so I can't really do much. But yeah, I really love Bigfoot. Bigfoot is one of my most favorite cryptids. My most favorite cryptid is Mothman, but Bigfoot was kind of my starter cryptid. I learned about Bigfoot when I was pretty young, and whenever I did, I thought he was the absolute coolest. I thought that it was really cool that something like that potentially existed, and I fell in love with Bigfoot. And it's actually crazy because I met one of my friends doing a D&D cryptid campaign, and one of the players played Bigfoot and I played Mothman. I missed that campaign. It was a really good campaign. But yeah, Bigfoot is pretty interesting because pretty much every single region out there has a Bigfoot creature. Like there's Sasquatch, Yeti, and they're in the mountains, they're in, like there's I believe there's one in deserts too, but pretty much every culture has like some concept of Bigfoot, and I find it really fascinating whenever humanity can kind of like when humanity does that. I find it really interesting, and it just fascinates me endlessly. But I'm drawing this Bigfoot, this cryptid series that I'm doing. I wouldn't even really call it a series. I don't know how many times I'm going to actually do this, but I have been drawing them as bookmarks with little just drawing with them with coffee or a mug of tea or something. It's been a really nice exercise, just because I absolutely love cryptids. I actually wrote a book, not about cryptids, sadly. I'm working on that one. Wrote a book where one of the characters is absolutely obsessed with cryptids and ghosts, and it's been really fun, like, exploring that aspect of something, just because, I don't know, it's something that I've always really been interested in. Even when I was little, I was raised in a pretty Christian household, and whenever I would find like a spooky book or whatever, like I used to sneak the Fear Street books whenever when I was a teen. I was not allowed to read those. My mom caught me one time and she was like, okay, well, don't tell your stepdad, and I did it, and I got a I think it ended up pretty well. But I absolutely love cryptids and spooky stuff, and drawing these cute little cryptids has been a lot of fun for me. And drawing them with coffee and tea kind of humanizes them a little bit, and I absolutely love it. There were a couple times in this drawing where I second guessed myself. I kind of like really hesitated. Like, you can see me like stopping and zooming out and making sure everything looks okay. And that's because I'm kind of assessing whether I want to continue with what I'm doing or not. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's fine, it's whatever. But yeah, cryptids. Bigfoot is probably the most popular cryptid out there. But I think it's one of the most well known. There's actually a Bigfoot, like hunting, like place, like a group that hunts Bigfoot, like right in my town. There is this car that drives by. She's got Bigfoot stickers all over it, and I always look for this car every time I go out. And I've only seen it twice, and I've never been able to catch a picture of it, and I'm always so disappointed when I don't see it. But there used to be a group that got together in my town, and I tried to join it, but whenever I tried, like when I looked it up, they pretty much were just like, we're not accepting new members, and that was really sad. I was really upset about that, but you know, it's fine. I'll find my Bigfoot hunting crew one day. I wouldn't even really hunt Bigfoot to hurt Bigfoot. I would hunt Bigfoot to see Bigfoot and study Bigfoot. There's actually a law in Texas where I live where Bigfoot is considered an endangered species, and if you see one, you're not supposed to like shoot it. It's actually kind of illegal to shoot it. Which is absolutely wild to me that there are laws like that where I live in Texas. It's actually kind of crazy, but it's just a really fascinating cryptid, and I find it really fun that pretty much every region has a Bigfoot story or a Bigfoot whatever. But yeah, thank you.